Today I'm going to be ranking every single spirit item in Deadlock. I have done this series before, so go ahead and check it out if you want to see how my opinions have changed. But items have changed, and I've gotten a lot better at the video game, so I'm going to go through and do it again. Yes, we're doing it again. Every single item we're going to go through in the course of these next 3 videos, hopefully that I'm going to be putting out into these next 3 days. I also have a big mid-boss guide coming out, so if you're excited for that, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, straight into the tier list. You know how we do it. Extra charge has got to be S plus. If you have a charged ability and are playing the spirit version of your character, you are buying extra charge every single game. I can't think of a character who doesn't. Maybe Dynamo now that the point early on is the extra charge instead of it being the last point in the upgrade where you have to buy extra charge in lane. So like if you're playing Gun Dynamo, or sorry, not Gun Dynamo, Support Dynamo or like Ult Dynamo, you don't really need to buy extra charge early anymore. But I mean, every character with a charged ability, man. Base charged ability. Like, you're not buying extra charge on Inferno sometimes or Haze sometimes. Most of the time, not on Haze, right? Because by the time that you get the late game, you don't want to spend freaking 3,200 onto a rapid recharge. It's just going to give you a little bit more invulnerability. Extra spirit is really important in lane. Hitting your spirit spike in lane is so good, and extra spirit's just how you do it sometimes. You go like cold front and like improve spirit, or sorry, cold front and mystic vuln, then you go like mystic burst and extra spirit. Like just hitting your spirit spike in lane is very strong, and extra spirit helps you get there sometimes, especially when you have egg. Egg is going to be the best item in the video game. Like, hands down. This item is awesome. It's awesome. It gives you so much money. Just think about it. You guys should buy it every single game because the more you buy it, the more money you make, the more souls you get. It's just absolutely broken. I love the egg. I love the egg. I love the egg. I'm going to buy it on Haze every game. I don't know. I'm not buying it on my M1, so don't worry. I'm not trolling my high elo games. Mystic Burst is also just another one of these items that are really good at hitting your 4.8k spirit investment, and it is very strong in lane. Just an extra flat amount of damage on every time you cast an ability is it's pretty nuts, to be honest. It's very nuts, to be honest. Going straight from 4 utterly cracked items to a pretty honestly dog water item early on, and it doesn't really scale too well. Most characters that you're buying Mystic expansion, you're just upgrading to Greater expansion, and you're just skipping straight over Mystic expansion most of the time, unless you're playing specifically like Doorman and you have Mystic expansion in blue lane. I mean, it's just like a fine item. It's just fine. It's whatever. And Mystic Regen, I think this patch is the worst of the regen items. Extra regen got buffed, plus Vitality got buffed. Resto Shot has always been better than Mystic Regen, and Healing Right has always been the best and always will be the best healing item. So I think for those reasons, I'm out. Though, spoiler alert, Radiant Regen is going to be a little bit higher up in this tier list. I like that Radiant Regen item. I always have, and they buffed it. So let's get into the item that is next that is not Radiant Regen. It is Rusted Barrel. Man. So in between the time that I made the last tier list and the time that I'm making this tier list, I liked Rusted Barrel. I hated Rusted Barrel at this when I made the last tier list, and I don't really like it now. But there was that patch before the new heroes came out. That Rusted Barrel was seeming pretty good in lane, but now just you can't really afford to buy it. I think Wraiths are buying it to farm cards easier because it's based off of total damage dealt, not like bullets hit or anything. So like it has a use case, but I'll just put it into B tier for now. I do think it's better early on and better than both of these C tier items. And Spirit Strike, honestly, might be the worst item in the game. I don't see any characters buying Spirit Strike. It's just not enough extra poke in lane. And then you're like, oh, Guam, guy with a mustache. You just have Mystic Burst. The flat damage whenever you cast an ability is really good. If I press tab and I see you have Spirit Strike, I'm buying Rebuttal 100% of the time. Like, just, I'm like, okay, you want to punch me? Like, then I'll parry. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no reason to be buying Spirit Strike in lane. Sure, maybe you're on the Calico, you're the Viscus, you're the Bebop, but like, I don't even think that is worth it on those characters to hit your 4.8. Why would you not just go like extra Spirit Mystic Burst? You know what I mean? Into the 1600s, we have Arcane Surge. And I used to be very high on Arcane Surge, but I think it's just a middling item this patch. K-Dash and Arcane Surge are kind of just in a weird spot right now where the extra stamina is important, but wasting a dash jump in order to trigger it is not good. It's just not good. Having to dash jump into a fight or dash jump out to try and use it to kite, I don't know. I don't know. I am not a fan of the Arcane Surge item. Maybe I'm not playing characters that build Arcane Surge, but just not a fan. I do recognize that it has extreme upside, so that's why I'm going to put it into the B tier. Bullet Resist Shredder is one of the best items to be hitting your 4.8k Spirit Spike on gun characters with, especially ones that are building Tesla or the ones that have spirit abilities, which most gun characters do. So we will be buying this item on almost every single gun character and a lot of support characters in order to shred resist for the rest of your team. I love Cold Front. Cold Front got fixed with how it works tracking while you're in the air. So it's just extremely better. It's just extremely better. I don't know what else to say. Burst damage, a little bit of slow on hit, has an upgrade so that it's not dead late game on most characters. But yeah, I mean, Cold Front, definitely it could be in this S plus tier, but I don't think I'm going to put it in there yet. I'm a fan of compress cooldown. I am. I pick up compress cooldown a lot earlier and earlier nowadays. It's just like having an ability, what, 15-20% of the time more? Having an ability 18% of the time more is just really good. Putting it on ults feels fine. I'm never a fan of putting compress onto an ult. I would much rather take 18% off of a shorter cooldown than 18% off of a long cooldown. That's just how I feel personally. But I mean, you can throw it on the ult. You can throw it on the slam on lash. I'm not going to go too much into specific characters, but I do like to have more uptime on my burst abilities than to my ult. And duration extender, the characters that are building duration extender, it is going hard on, right? Infernus, Ivy, whatever else. But just there's not enough characters in the game that can build duration extender, and that's the same issue that these have all down here, right? Improved Spirit might be S plus tier. It might be S plus tier. Great for hitting your 4.8k Spirit Spike. Just an insane amount of extra Spirit damage. And I don't think I'm putting Boundless into S plus. I think this is the best upgrade of the Spirit items right now. Like the most amount of Spirit characters are going to be building Improved Spirit over Boundless. And, sure, the game goes long enough. Of course, you're building Boundless. But I see so many people on Celeste and other characters in Furnace not building Boundless, Wraith especially, not building Boundless, but building Improved Spirit. And, yeah, for those reasons, S plus tier. Mystic Slow, kind of dookie. Kind of dookie this patch. Lightning Scroll, good. Mystic Slow, I don't know. There's no reason to really build it early until you're building Lightning Scroll. It doesn't really have any stats tacked onto it. As I was saying, it doesn't really have any stats tacked onto it. So it's just like fine utility item that doesn't really do much. Honestly, it might be down into the D tier. Thoughts? Mystic Vuln is just another one of these items right here, right, that are insanely good at proccing your 4.8k Spirit investment. You pick it up, it has resist built in, same as Cold Front. That you buy it with a 3200, you buy it with a few 800s, you buy it with two other 1600s, and you're just feeling good, man. You're just feeling good. QSR is down a lot. Item is fine. The characters that build it really like it, but right now, what characters building QSR? Like some Moes, Wraith, some Lashes, right? Like honestly, maybe even B tier. Yeah, I like B tier for QSR. Into Slowing Hex. I think Slowing Hex is underbought significantly this patch. I think if every team had 2 Slowing Hexes, the games would be a lot easier. Pick up Slowing Hex, buy them, shut down those movement characters early, and then just sell the Slowing Hex later when you need a slot. Like, it's not that deep. By the time that they have counter spells and debuff removers and debuff resistance and unstoppables and spellbreakers, the Slowing Hex is not going to do anything to them. So just sell it late, pick it up early. So what? You go down 800 souls. So freaking what? I think Spirit Sap's underbought this patch. I think building as many forms of Spirit Resist Shred as possible is going to be really good. Item is really good on Mina. Honestly, I'm not seeing enough lashes building it for their 4.8k Spirit Spike anymore. But I think I think having auto-targeted Spirit Resist Shred is insane. Insane. And enough people are not abusing it. They're just not. Another one of these lower utility lane items that don't really like suppressor doesn't have an upgrade. So if you're buying suppressor, it's literally just to shut out your lane and them in the M1s into early mid game. But it's a fine item. It's just good at shutting down M1 carries. What else is there to say? Decay, S tier, guys. Item is really good right now with the vitality buffs that just came through. Things that tick for max percent HP or do max percent HP or increase max percent HP are going to be really good. Decay does that. Decay high, decay good, buy it on more characters than just Shiv. All right. A tier item of Disarming Hex. It's good to pick up into the mid games on support characters, but just no characters besides supports should be buying Disarming Hex. In my opinion, I think if you're going to buy a metal skin or going to buy a Disarming Hex, just buy a metal skin. It's a green item, hits your green spike, whatever. Just be wary of the Disarming Hex item. It's really good though. It is really good. I mean, dude, how many characters build expansion? Mo, Celeste, Lash, Doorman, right? Like, who else is building this item? I genuinely can't think of them. I can't. Dynamo? Ivy, maybe? I don't know. It's a fine item. It's like definitely fits into this tier of items. A tier item, knockdown, guys. Like actives are good, as we can tell, right? Like what is the lowest active on this list right now? Rusted Barrel, and I think it's going to continue to be the lowest. Maybe Echo Shard ends up in B tier, but like knockdown is just such a good utility shutdown item for, you guessed it, shutting down people that are trying to fly, right? Like, or even just shutting down key cooldowns, right? Like if a Dynamo has ult and doesn't have unstop, you can pick up knockdown before curse, and just being able to, and I mean, it's also good for chaining into abilities, right? So we're looking at characters like Doorman and Page, where if they get knocked down, they are going to get chain CC'd, right? It's knockdown is very good for either setting up abilities, knocking out flyers, or shutting down key cooldowns that your opponents have. Radiant Regen, I'm a Radiant Regen enjoyer. I am. Got buffed. It feels really good on Shiv. It feels really good on Celeste. It feels really good on these like tankier, brawlier characters that really want to get in there and use a bunch of abilities really quickly. Radiant Regen just feels good this patch. Really good. I think I have to say the same thing for Rapid Recharge. I don't think it goes nearly as high as Extra Charge. Extra Charge giving extra spirit power in lane to the imbued ability is just really good. And I mean, just having an extra charge of whatever you're doing in lane, whether it's a movement ability to try and escape on Lash, or just having an extra charge of Celeste 3 sometimes can help. Like, things like that are just really good in lane. Whereas Rapid Recharge, like, it ends up being a good pickup eventually, but never is it like a core item to your build unless you're playing like Dash and Furnace or Knife Shiv, where then it becomes a very good core item in your build. And for that reason, actually, let's put it up in test here. It can be a core item in a build. Cooldown, I think all of the cooldown items are just going to go into A. Being able to get your spirit items or your spirit characters, excuse me, to just have more uptime is a good thing. We are happy with having more uptime. And speaking about more uptime, superior duration is going to go into the S tier. Guys, it's like the same thing with rapid recharge. Characters that are building superior duration, it is a core item in their build, and it just gives them significantly higher uptime throughout a fight, whether it's in Furnace Dash, in Furnace freaking 3 Dynamo ult Shiv knives, Celeste 1. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. Don't mock me. Don't mock me. But I mean, Superior Iteration just ends up being a very good item overall for the characters that want to build it, and it actually has significant damage impacts that are noticeable in comparison to Greater Expansion, right? Like, sure, you can maybe hit more people easily with Greater Expansion, but duration has a direct impact, and Superior Cooldown have a direct impact. So, like, these items, I'd say, they make sense where they are, right? Like, we're looking at these 3 items and how they're going down the list. I think it makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. Makes sense. I'd say makes sense. Spirit Snatch is just like fine right now. Like melee characters, they're building it. I guess it's not the broken item that it used to be, where like old wardens were buying it and just majestic leaping in and then spamming light melee instead of shooting their gun. But I mean, I'm gonna put it up into B tier right now. I can't really think of a reason that it would not be B tier, but I don't think that the item is nearly as good as it used to be, and I think that's also pretty meta dependent, right? Silence Wave, I think I'm also just going to throw into the B tier. It's just an overall good active, and people are not building it nearly as much as they should be. I think right now, what Silver Ido build is the only way that people are building Silence Wave, and some Lash builds maybe are still building it. It's a fine item, does a little bit of burst damage, and just silences the opponents, right? Like, what more can you ask from an item called Silence Wave? Surge of Power, I'm putting into low tier. Characters that are known for building Surge of Power, just not building it, right? Like Haze, Wraith. I don't think Infernus ever built it, but we're just not building Surge of Power on like any characters right now. 7 might be the only character in the game. I don't even know if that's correct anymore. Guys, percent HP is good. Tank Buster, it got buffed before this huge patch, right? It got buffed to do 10% of current HP instead of 7.5 of max HP, which is an overall buff we have found out. And it just, man. I've seen people buy Tank Buster as early as like 9 minutes and it still feel good, right? Like, it's just this item that goes absolutely crazy. So good of an item right now. Torment pulls, they try and kill this item, but it just keeps on ticking. It just goes and goes and goes, and it feels good, right? It feels good, guys. I don't think there's much else to say about the Torment Pulse item. Arching Blast is actually going to go a tier lower than Cold Front. It's just not a high priority 6400 item, and like it's good. It's good on the character that are building it, the Calicos or whatever that are building it, Knife Haze, whatever. It's really significantly a good item on the flankers and gankers that want to build it. But you're just not really rushing it, right? You're not you excuse me. Most of those characters, except for like Calico, want to build more items before this, right? Arctic Blast is Calico's probably the only character that's building Arctic Blast as their first 6400. Boundless can go straight into the S tier. It's just a lot of stats, a very good pickup early, and or not early, excuse me, a very good pickup into the late game, and ends up being a lot more damage in your kit. Hey guys, Boundless just gives you more spirit power. What do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to say about Boundless Spirit? The cursed changes. Cursed relic, guys. This item is very interesting now. It can only be built by support without having a significant amount of downside. I think Curse is in an amazing spot. I think the concept of having items that give you a damage penalty is so interesting, and I'm happy that they're doing it. I just hope that, maybe they put it into other concepts. Maybe they put it into green. Like, imagine a $3,200 green item that gave you like 500 HP, but just was a 20% damage reduction, 10% damage reduction. It could be awesome, right? It could be awesome. Now, what would they call it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what they should call a 3,200 green item that gives 500 max HP, but a 20% damage resist. Or damage resist. No, 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 no. Damage penalty. Damage penalty. Let me know. Like, who's building Echo Shard, bro? Who's building Echo Shard? Geist, Echo Shard Bomb, Bebop, Echo Shard Bomb, Para Echo Shard Bomb. Okay, guys, if a character has a bomb, I think they're building Echo Shard. um, Paradox Echo Shard Bomb actually like single-handedly brings this up 2 tiers. Echo Shard Bomb's like really good right now. Shreds objectives, insane for mid-boss contests. Just so many things that the increased range, especially early on, can do. Just Echo Shard Bomb feels really good on Para. Escalating, it's just a great pickup on characters that have a lot of ticking damage overall, and I mean, it just amps spirit damage for each time that you hit spirit damage. It's good. It's good. Honestly, S tier. S tier. Let's do it. Who's building E shift besides Victor and Pocket, right? Like nobody. Literally, I can't think of a character. Maybe Vin, but even Vins are going unstoppable divine now over E shift. Like E shift is a very late game pickup, and it's really hard to put a 6400 into this low tiers. But E shift is just it does what it says it does. It stops you from being able to be hit for a few seconds and then gives you a burst of stats to try and let you survive. Well, it gives you time to get these key cooldowns back, and I mean, like it's just a good item overall. Reverb's like in a really good spot this patch. Reverb feels really strong on the characters that are enjoying it. It's good onto the brawlers, which is where it should be good. It's good onto Yamato Shiv. Like, I mean, if anybody's playing Dash Shiv instead of Knife Shiv, oh, dude, that build's so stupid. But it's also still good for the extra damage that it does, the extra damage proc, but people are buying it now more for the lifesteal because of the most recent changes. So I think it's a good item. I think it's around this Arctic Blast shift level of item. Nowhere close to the Boundless or escalating. And another B tier is 6400. Like, Merc Mag just does not do enough, right? It's good on what? Wraith? Like, literally just Wraith? Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong, but like the item it's good on Wraith, but maybe I'm even putting it a tier lower, right? I like Merc Mag. It's an awesome item, but who is it good on? Who? Not Rage Bait, guys. I can't do it. I can't front putting Magic Carpet any higher than D tier. Like the item is it's just a silly little item, and it's okay existing as a silly little item. So it is going to exist in the D tier as a silly little item. Lightning Straw is fine. A lot of characters are starting to build it. A lot of like more ult-centered builds are kind of hitting the meta. McGinnis, Celeste, 7, and a few notable ones. Like, I just think Lightning Scroll is an overall good item. It's definitely a lot better than Mystic Slow, I'll tell you that much. I think Focus Lens is an A tier item. I think it's has taken over Curse's role in the meta of being this thing that carries need to use in order to give themselves something to shut down other people. And I think that's okay. I think it should definitely be being built a lot more now that Curse now gives negative damage, but people just haven't really picked it up. And I think people will start to realize how good it is very soon. Very soon. Scourge is another just great value item. It's really good. I still think people are building it wrong. I think support should be building it. It's nice little spirit resist built in for themselves, but giving this thing over to your teammate, it's really good. It's really good. The big men like it, and big men are pretty good this patch because they are huge this patch. There's a lot of big men. Spirit Burn is just by far like one of the best spirit items in the game. It's definitely the best 6400 spirit item in the game right now, at least, and we'll see what happens. It's just like 400 extra damage whenever you do spirit damage to like a group of people, and on top of that, it's just anti-heal as well. Very, very good item. Very good item. And then try and cooldown. I don't got much else to say about it. It's like the same thing as all the other cooldown items. I think it's just a good value item. Cooldown is important, and people should be buying it. All right, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down below if you liked it, if I'm stupid, whatever. I get that one a lot. Or W rage bait I get a lot. But anyways, that's it. That's been me. Thank you guys for watching and peace.